Howdy folks, welcome back to the channel. Just out here in the pole barn this afternoon. It is the Sunday before Thanksgiving 2025. I hope you guys are having a great year so far. I am just getting my mower deck off today because I'm pretty sure I'm done mowing for the year. So my front tires are almost completely bald and I need to take the wheels off so that I can go get some new tires installed. And I thought, as long as I'm gonna be monkeying around with it, thought I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the mower deck today. Wanted to address a question I got on one of the other videos for the John Deere X590 recently. Gentleman asked me, pertaining to my snowblower, if I had had any trouble chewing up belts. And the answer is no, I have not. I haven't had any trouble chewing up belts at all. In fact, my snowblower, which I'll show you here in just a minute, is still running the factory belt. And I'm trying to remember what year it was I bought this machine. I think it was maybe 2015 or 16, somewhere in that neck of the woods. Maybe a year after that. I'm not even sure, but either way, we've had it for a number of years, and yeah, it's still running the factory belt on the mower deck, and still running the factory deck on the snowblower. The only belt that I have had issues with, and if you guys have been following along on this channel, the only belt we've had trouble with is actually the drive belt, which went at a surprisingly low number of miles, really, or hours, I should say. We don't have miles. Yeah, but the guy made it sound like maybe he's possibly gone through more than one belt. So a couple things that I told him that he might want to look for, and I'll just share this with you guys as well. If you're having trouble with belts, you might want to look real hard at all of your pulleys and make sure that you don't have a bad bearing. I did encounter a bad bearing on actually multiple bad bearings on a mower deck. It was a X300 series tractor, and the complaint was that the mower deck kept throwing the belt, and this person had taken it to a John Deere dealer multiple times, and each time they took it in, they would either replace the belt because it was all chewed up, or just simply reinstall the belt and give them back their mower, and they would mow with it and throw the belt again. So I happened to get introduced to this person for another reason, but their mower was brought up in casual conversation, and they asked me if I would take a look at it, and I said, sure, I work on them from time to time. So I ended up having a look at it for him, and lo and behold, I did the same thing. I said, well, it looks like the belt just slipped off, so I put it back on. And I fired it up, and the minute I engaged the PTO, that belt went flying right out of there. So I said, well, it looks like we got a problem. So I ended up pulling the deck off and going through everything, and ended up finding multiple bad bearings in a couple of the pulleys. So when things aren't running true, that's when you tend to have, issues with your belt sliding off on you. So I guess, long story short, if you're chewing up belts or you're having problems with belts coming off, it's going to get noisy here just for a minute. then I would recommend you have a real hard look at all of your pulleys and make sure that you don't have something either catching on the belt, maybe a sharp edge. A lot of these decks have belt guides on them to keep the belt from rolling out, and those could get bent. You know, if you mow, like I brush hog with this thing just about sometimes. You know, it's not really what it's intended for, but I do use it that way occasionally, and you know, you can sometimes have a stick or something go through and ruin a belt. So, but yeah, I mean, go through and you know, give all your pulleys a wiggle here, and if you feel a lot of play, like actually that one's actually a little bit loose. Just a close up for you here. This is the one I was wiggling. Now there's some play up and down in this whole assembly, but there's a little bit of wobble just in that pulley itself. Doesn't feel awful, but something I usually always run into is people generally do not pull their guards back and clean. You can see there's no grass built up under there. If you don't have an air compressor, maybe a leaf blower, and blow those out, or if you have nothing else, you know, wait for the machine to cool off and get your hands in there and you know, clean out the grass clippings and the munched up leaves and twigs and anything else that might be in there that shouldn't be in there. So yeah, this is the back side of my blower here, and again, we've had it for a good number of years. So the things I was kind of talking about is you've got these guides here. Make sure that these aren't somehow bent. You know, it's possible if you had a chunk of ice or a rock or something go through here, one of these could get bent and then start chewing up your belt. But make sure that these don't have a bunch of play in them, and just you know, inspect your belt every year. But this belt still is very pliable, it's very soft, and is in great shape. So you know, I'm sure someday it'll need replacing. And but yeah, if you're noticing you're having problems with losing belts, or your belts are looking extremely worn and they're not that old, I'd be looking real hard at all my pulleys and shivs and belt guards and guides and things like that, and just make sure everything's in good shape. You know, and the other thing is, if you've had to replace a belt, buy a good belt. You know, they're not that much fun to change, so you know, spend some money and buy a decent belt. So as you can see here, there's not much tread left on those tires, so we're gonna move the tractor over into the garage and put the front end on some jack stands, take those wheels and tires off. So if you've never had to remove these caps before, you should just grab a big pair of pliers and give them a wiggle. So there's just a big E-clip on here, usually a big screwdriver, and you can pop it right out of there. Just make sure it doesn't go flying away like that one did. And then there's a washer, and that's it. That's as easy as it gets right there. Just pop them off and take them to the tire shop. Well, looky here. It is the next day, and look at those meats, would you? I'll be able to steer in the snow this winter. Well, I figured I'd bring you along one more time here while we throw these new tires on here. I can tell you guys something that I'm actually a little bit, I don't want to say embarrassed, but maybe frustrated would be the word. I took these to a local shop that I have taken things to for years and have trusted for years. And I kind of got sticker shock a little bit. These are nowhere near as inexpensive as I remember them being the last time I bought a set of tires for, I think it was the X530 before I had the 590. And just so you know, this doesn't need to be lubed. There are bearings in there. I'm doing this just to prevent rust. Yeah, I don't remember what I spent last time to put tires on the 530, but I know it wasn't what I just spent for these tires. I just dropped a little bit more than $260 on 2 tires. I did have tubes put in, so that does increase the cost a little bit. And I had tubes put in because I have in the past had issues with replacement tires not sealing to the bead, and then I end up taking it back off and paying an extra fee to have tubes put in. So I just bit the bullet and I did the tubes right from the get-go, after I had already told the gentleman at the shop I was using to proceed with ordering the tires. I looked on Amazon and found you can buy a tire and entire wheel from Amazon for like less than 80 bucks per side. So definitely could have saved myself a chunk of change there, but I didn't have time to wait for them to come in, and he got these for me next day and got them put on. So, and we supported a local shop, so there's that. But anyway, just so you guys are aware, if you're ever buying tires for these, that is an option. You can go on Amazon and just buy the whole wheel and tire combination. Sorry about that, it was a little loud. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in again. I hope you found the information helpful as always. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching.